Hi, friends. I can't believe it's been 41 weeks already on Mounjaro. It has been 10 months. And I've been thinking about that today and all the lessons that I have learned while being on Mounjaro. And I am going to share those with you, as well as amount of weight that I've lost and any side effects that I've experienced. This is a live Q&A, so you are welcome to ask me any questions about Mounjaro. I'm also on hormone replacement therapy, HRT. I'm postmenopausal, and I recently had a hysterectomy, a robotic hysterectomy in May. So if anyone has any questions about any of those things, I would be willing to share those with you. And please say hi in the chat too to let me know you're here. And hey, I have some of my friends here already. Sandra's in the house. Yay. And we've got Barb and Val already saying hi. Love seeing you guys. So I'm going to start off and say it's been a great week. I lost almost 2 pounds this week. And so in 41 weeks, my grand total of weight loss is 35 pounds. Now, that's not a crazy fabulous amount. And that is one of the things that I have learned being on this Mounjaro journey and going live every single week when I give myself my Mounjaro shot is that it is different for everyone. So if this is your first time watching my Anchor Moments channel on a Mounjaro Monday Live, we are a big community here and we are very friendly, and we've made a lot of friends within the chat group. And I have learned so much from all of you. Now, one thing that I've learned is that weight loss comes off differently with Mounjaro for everyone has a slightly different experience. There are some people that are super responders that'll lose like 5 to 10 pounds a month. My dad was a super responder and he lost 10 pounds a month. So within 5 months, he was already at 50 pounds lost. And I am not a super responder. I am a slow responder, but I am consistent and steady. And I would have lost a little bit more had I not had the hysterectomy, because in the 8 weeks that I had restrictions for different kinds of I really couldn't exercise too much for 8 weeks, and that really slowed things down. And in that 8-week time, I only lost 2 pounds. And so pretty much I am usually about a pound a week, but I had a really great week this week, and I am down 35 pounds. So I'm down an additional 2 pounds this week. I've also learned the importance of what I'm eating. So if you haven't taken Mounjaro yet, you might think, or Zepbound or Tirzepatide or any of the GLP-1s, that it is a magic wand. And, you just wave that magic wand and insert it in your body, and all of a sudden the weight is just gonna melt off. For a few super responders, that might be the case, but for a lot of us, that's not the case. We still have to be cognizant of what we're eating and what we're drinking. I have on Sundays a weight loss book club. And the first book we read was Atomic Habits, and we do 1 chapter a week. So it's a book club for busy people, because I figure 1 chapter a week isn't too hard to read. And we do a deep dive live question and answer discussion on Sunday afternoons, and which is I go 1 o'clock I go live at 1 o'clock, which is 9 o'clock for my buddies in the UK. We have quite a few friends coming from other countries. And so it's later in the evening for them, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me here in Arizona. And anyway, with the two books that we've been reading, the first one we completed was Atomic Habits. And it's really important to try to have some healthy habits while you're taking Mounjaro. Important ones for me is to have a little bit of exercise daily. Anything from lifting weights, doing a little bit, with hand weights. I don't have a gym membership currently at the moment, or going for a walk, going for a swim. I've even been playing with a weighted hula hoop that's been really fun too. But for me, especially as a slow responder, exercise is critical. To get a little bit of exercise, a little bit of extra movement in every day really does make a difference. And I'm more likely to lose a pound. Whereas if I don't exercise for a week, a lot of times I kind of just maintain or kind of stall. So I know for me, movement is super duper important. Another atomic habit that I do daily now, I have to make sure I drink enough water. Mounjaro makes you very thirsty. You can get more dehydrated, and if you don't hydrate up, you're more likely to get constipated. And some people have the opposite problem, and a side effect would be diarrhea. And if you had diarrhea or vomiting, you really need to be sure that you keep yourself hydrated. But that's not one of the side effects I have, unless I've only, in 10 months time, I've only thrown up 2 times when taking Mounjaro. And both times it was because I ate food that was too heavy in fat. And if I do that, or have a little bit too much sugar as well, but with too much fat, especially, it's not immediately after I eat it. It's actually a few hours after with I don't know. It happened to me when I was in Vegas. I had, it was like a lobster bisque soup, but it was crab bisque, and it was so incredibly delicious. And I don't usually have appetizers, and we ate appetizers, and I'm sure some of those were fried. And my dinner was healthy. It was I had a fish, I don't know, halibut or something, and vegetables, steamed vegetables with it. So I had a healthy dinner. But because I had that lobster bisque or crab bisque soup, and some fatty appetizers with it. And then I threw on a couple of cocktails, which were high in sugar. And I don't normally drink alcohol, but I only had 2. So 2, and it was a long night. So 2 really isn't that bad. But I woke up in middle of the night after sleeping for a little bit. I woke up with things coming out of both ends. And that also happened to me my 4th week. I even have a video about that, about a couple of big mistakes during my week 4. And it was eating shepherd's pie, which is a meat and mashed potato dish with a kind of a, I don't know, it also had pie crust and stuff, and it was very calorie dense. I'm sure there was a lot of butter in the potatoes and stuff. And it was so delicious. And I hadn't eaten a lot during the day. So I thought, oh, well, I could eat quite a bit of this. It'd be okay. And it wasn't. It wasn't. It really got me sick fast. But I also learned later, because I really do love shepherd's pie, if I eat a small serving, small serving, I can have sometimes something that's a little richer, but I can't have a lot of it at one time. I have to pace myself. And I know that happens to other people too, because there are a few thousand of us that I've run across in the comments who have shared parts of their journey with me too, and a lot of us experience that. But if I eat um, medium to lower in fat items and fruits and vegetables and whole grains, truly healthy. When I eat healthy, I feel so much better. And there are some people who are, especially the really good super responders, where they are just not hungry. For some people, it's hard for them to eat. Period. I have not had that problem. I have not had that problem. Maybe as I titrate up more, I'm on 7.5 right now. I don't know, maybe 3 more shots. I'll have to see how many more shots I have. 2 or 3 more shots, and then I'm moving up to the 10 milligrams. But anyway, at 7.5 for me, I'm not as hungry as I used to be, but I still experience hunger if I'm low on calories. But for some people, they like never can get hungry. That it just really takes away their appetite. And so it's so important to eat nutrient dense foods. Eat foods that are really good for you, to make those calories count for fueling your body. The second book in my weight loss book club that we're currently reading right now is to Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Emotional Eating, and it is a fantastic book. We've only, or so far anyway, I'm not reading ahead really, so I've read the first 3 chapters, but after reading chapter 3 this last week, I really thought about what I'm eating, and I have a new mantra for myself. What I'm gonna put in my mouth to eat, is it fueling my body or is it fueling my fat? If it is empty calories like chips or candy, cake, those kind of foods that are full of calories but empty in nutrition, that I'm just fueling my fat. But if I'm eating something really healthy, then I am truly fueling my body. And I'm going to be start doing some more cooking videos. I have done 2 of them in this last week and a half or so. Last week, I did my homemade chili recipe. That's super easy, throwing it together in a crock pot. Low sodium V8 juice is my secret ingredient. And I lose weight when I eat my chili because I eat a healthy amount of it, not a ton, but the beans in it are so good, being high protein, high fiber, and vegetables in there, and it's just so tasty and delicious. So anyway, and there's so many different ways to make it, where you can make it yourself and change the recipe a little bit the way that you like it the most. But that is a high protein, high fiber meal. Fiber also, I learned, so critical to have enough fiber, especially if you are one of the people who get constipated when taking Mounjaro, and that is me. So I have to make sure I have at least 25 grams of fiber every day. And so I'm going to be sharing recipes that are higher in fiber and higher in protein, just to give you guys some ideas, especially when you're new on your Mounjaro journey, or maybe even doing it for a long time and you're kind of tired of what you're eating and you want to try some new things. I'll be throwing out there some new recipes. And I did one, gosh, was that last night that I did it or the night before? I don't know, 1 or 2 days ago, I did my roasted pear butternut squash soup, and it is fabulous. And if you use bone broth with it instead of chicken broth, you can have 10 grams of fiber and 10 grams of protein, and a big delicious bowl of it is only 255 calories, and it's fast and easy to make. So I have a video about that too. So I'll be adding some things like that to help you guys out, because I know it helps me to get ideas from other people. And I'd forgotten about my roasted pear, but I haven't made it for like 2 years. I don't think I made it last year. And I was lucky that I was able to find my recipe. I used to make it all the time when my kids were little, and my kids love it. And as adults, they've been asking me for that. I also learned a huge, huge lesson when I went on an 8-day girls vacation. I left Jeff for 8 days, flew out to Illinois, and went to my 40th high school reunion with a girlfriend who also lives in Arizona that went to my high school and graduated with me. And Tabitha and I had a ball. And I want to tell you, I have never, ever, ever gone on vacation for a week to my hometown and not gained at least 5 pounds. I always gain 5 to the worst was 11 pounds in 8 days, which was horrible. And that was 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, when I was new to type 2 diabetes. And I have a playlist about it. My husband and I did this 4-4-4 meal plan because my type 2 diabetes was so crazy out of control. When I got diagnosed 4 years ago, my A1C was 10.2, which is like double blood sugar. They call that the suicide range, because it can hurt your organs, and it's extremely unhealthy. And so it was a scary wake up call. And so we started counting calories and ate 1,600 calories a day. And we ate 400 calories 4 times a day, 4 hours apart. And we called it the 4-4-4 plan. And I lost 47 pounds doing that. And I wasn't on Mounjaro or any GLP-1. I exercised a lot, and I did that. And then I went on vacation with my family, and it was an 8-day vacation. And I was trying to lose 50 pounds before it, and I hit 47, and I was so excited. Uh, and then 8 days of being on vacation and eating and drinking all day long and eating higher calorie stuff. And I thought, I'll diet again when I got home. Well, when I got home and stepped on the scale, I had gained 11 pounds, and it was so depressing for me. And my stomach had stretched, because your stomach gets smaller if you eat less for a long time. Your stomach shrinks a little bit, but your stomach's an amazing organ, and it's got a lot of muscles that can stretch. And being on vacation, eating all the time, I stretched my stomach back out. And when I came home, it was so hard to diet again. And I kept saying, "Oh, next week I'll start dieting again." And then maybe I would do 2 days in a row with just 1,600 calories, but that my stomach would be growling all day long. And then after a couple of days, I'd be like, I'll diet again next week or next month or after Christmas. And then before I knew it, I'd gained my weight back. And anyway, and it was sad and depressing. So it was very scary for me. When I went on vacation, I was down 33 pounds, and going for 8 days, I was so worried. What if I gain a bunch of weight back, and will it be hard? And but this time I used my atomic habit skills that I learned with a lot of you. That a lot of you I see in the chat too. That also are part of the weight loss book club. I made sure I drank plenty of water. I decided that this is a healthy lifestyle journey, because I don't want to be, I'm on a diet and then I'm off, and I'm on the wagon and I'm off. No, 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 no. A real journey. It has to be, this is it. This is the healthy lifestyle. And whatever weight comes off, it'll come off as in time, even though it's slow, it's gonna come off. but I have to be consistent and I have to do what's going to work for me forever. And I'm going to go on vacation. And when I'm in my hometown, I want to go to my favorite restaurants. I want to have fun with my girlfriends or whatever. And so I had to figure out, how am I going to do this without gaining weight? And I did take my Mounjaro with me, which was another lesson I learned. There's some weird things that you can buy to put your Mounjaro in to take it on an airplane or whatever. You don't need it. I was able to take, I just took the box that has the 4 pens in it. I was only going to be gone a week, so I only took 1 pen and I put it in the box that it came in. And it, when you get a prescription like that, they slap on a thing that has your name on it and everything, that it's your prescription and your Mounjaro. I put my pen in that box, that little lightweight cardboard box, and I put it in my carry-on bag. And I brought a little carry-on bag that wasn't even the suitcase, but it was, like, I don't know, kind of like what you'd call a purse. But even if I was a guy, you can, I don't know, a laptop bag or something, you could put it in. And if it's in the bag and it's got your name on it, and they can see that it's a prescription, it's not a problem. And my bag went through the X-ray machine, you know, and they didn't even say, "Oh, we've got to open this up" or whatever. It was okay. It was okay. So very easy. Your Manjaro is supposed to be refrigerated. However, it can be at room temperature for up to 21 days. So to take it and have one full day where it wasn't refrigerated, but it wasn't like crazy hot or crazy cold, because it was with me. So it was whatever temperature that I could handle, as room temperature, and it was just fine. And I was able to take my Manjaro there. But I did different little things. I made sure that I had a healthy breakfast that was high in protein and low in calories. And then for lunch, I had a high in protein, low in calorie lunch. And then dinner, I was able to eat at the restaurant and eat whatever I wanted, and have a healthy meal. And I made sure that I exercise still a little bit every day, just like I do when I'm home. I brought my weighted hula hoop and was able to do that. Or I went for a walk, or I went for a swim and was able to swim 2 different days. But doing that, I still had fun. I still ate at my favorite restaurants. I only drank alcohol one night. I was the designated driver, and I figured I didn't need the calories anyway. So I always, with my girlfriends, every night I was like, I'll be the designated driver, and I drove us around so that way they could drink, but I didn't have to. And I saved those calories, and I was a safe driver for them, so that worked out. And then one night we played cards at my mom's house with some of my girlfriends, and it was 3 of us, and we shared a bottle of wine. So I had a couple of glasses of wine that night because I wasn't driving, and so I only had alcohol one night. I also did a change that night too. Usually, when I play cards with my girlfriends, which I do every time I go to Sterling, Illinois, I always have at least one, if not more, girls' night where we're playing cards. And we eat a lot of junk food snacks, your chips and dips and candy and stuff. But this time, what I did different as the strategy is, we used to go out. We'd go out to eat for dinner first, then we'd come back to one of our homes, either my mom's house or one of their homes, and we play cards and bring out all the junk food. And then we're eating junk while we're playing cards all night. Well, this time we did Angelo's 2 Pizza, which is my favorite pizza place. And we didn't go out to eat. We brought the pizza in, and we ate the pizza while we were playing cards. So I was eating a fun kind of dinner, but I didn't need the cookies and the chips and all that other kind of crap, because I was full from eating the pizza, and that was good enough for me. And I had a couple of glasses of wine and lots of laughter and lots of fun. And when I came home after 8 days, I didn't step on the scale the first day, but I did the day after because, they give you pretzels on the plane and it's kind of salty. And I don't know, it just always seems like you have water weight that first day. So I waited till I was the second day that I was home that I stepped on the scale, and I had only gained half a pound. Half a pound. My weight fluctuates anyway, just a little bit every day. Half a pound. That was it for 8 days. I've never done that in my entire life. Now, I do know the Mounjaro helped because the Mounjaro takes the edge off for me, so I'm not as hungry, and it helps control my blood sugar. Being a type 2 diabetic, it is amazing being on this. My A1C is a 5.6 now, while being on Mounjaro, which is amazing. Another thing I learned being on Mounjaro for 10 months that I did not know is I had found out a year ago that I had stage 1 fatty liver disease, and now I don't. I had my liver, an ultrasound for my liver, my 1 year anniversary ultrasound of it, and my liver healed itself. A liver can heal itself. So losing, at that point, I think I was probably down 30 pounds in a year, and my liver is 100% perfect, which is like crazy. So fabulous. So there's extra things that can happen for you that way.
Liver.
Have you loved my liver?
It's one of my favorite livers.
Have you learned anything about Mounjaro and the 10 months that I've been taking it with you?
Yeah, it's been good for you.
Yeah, it really
It's
has.
been good for me too, because with you not eating badly, it's easier for me not to eat badly too.
And Jeff is not taking any GLP-1s. He's been trying to lose weight just the natural way of eating healthy and exercising with me. But it's easier when we're both doing it, huh?
Yes. And with the 444 thing that I'm doing, right now I am at my lowest in 1 year.
Wow, that's great, Jeff. Do you want to share how much you've lost?
How much I've lost? I haven't done the math.
Oh, okay. Because we've been roller coaster people with our weight over the years. We've been married for 34 years, and it's been quite the roller coaster.
35 pounds.
Wow,
Down
30.
from my highest.
Wow. So you're down 35 pounds too?
Yep. What?
I didn't know that. We're twins. Yes, because I'm down exactly 35 pounds.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Hey, by the way, you have comments.
I know. I gotta start reading.
Yeah,
those.
you should. Do you need
Yes.
glasses? Glasses?
You know what?
Right there.
Here, I'll wear your glasses.
All right.
Oh, they're so
Let me get yours.
so wiry. Geez. Oh, yours are stronger than mine. It makes it almost blurry the opposite way. Yeah, that'll work. Thanks, sweetie. All right, well, share. I'm going to share some of your comments.
A lot of good
now.
comments in there.
A lot of good comments.
A lot of good inspiring comments.
Oh, great, great. I look forward to seeing that.
Don't skip the comments.
Don't skip. No.
There, see all the comments. And
all right, let's see what we've got here.
So we bought the StreamYard to do that. So
that's right. Okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Oh no. You can pop in anytime. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Well, let's see what we have here. Oh, we got Pam in the house. Yay! And Mindy and Val. So fun seeing everybody. And oh, Cindy's in the house too. We got Taz. And Sandra says, oh, Sandra's got a win. My win for the week is being able to wear pants from Costco. Yay! The shirts fit a month ago, and now I can wear the pants. That's awesome, Sandra. And guess what? I'm wearing Costco pants too. I love getting clothes at Costco. They're always such nice materials, and they're so affordable. And I'm so excited for you that you could wear pants from Costco. That is awesome. And shirts too. That is great. Because yeah, they do not do super big sizes. And so anyway, I am very proud of you, Sandra. That is a great non-scale victory. And Barb saying hi to everybody. We just have such a fun group of people. Yay. And thanks, Mindy. I'm really feeling good. I'm really feeling good. I just can't tell you what a relief it is that I went on that 8-day vacation and I'd only gained half a pound, and it's 2 weeks later and I have lost that half a pound and 2 more pounds in 2 weeks time. That is just huge for me. Huge. I just, I'm 58 years old. I've never done that. Even when I was a skinny mini in high school or in junior high, I I I wasn't overweight in junior high, but I went and visited my grandma Saruzi, and she had a cabin in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, up in the mountains. And I remember I stayed with her maybe 2 weeks in the summer, a week or two. But when I came home, I was up about 10 pounds, and my mom couldn't believe it. And all my clothes were tight, and it was awful because I can gain weight so fast on vacation. And my grandma, she spoiled me rotten, and she was an incredible cook. And I didn't run around outside as much as I normally did when I was home. And boy, just a little bit of time and poof, I've always been that way. So this is it just feels like a miracle to me, that I can do it, that it can be a true healthy lifestyle journey and not a diet. A diet is die with a T at the end. That's no fun. But on Mounjaro, I can eat anything. I just have to be careful how much I eat, because if I eat too much or badly, it will spank me and make me feel like I have the stomach flu. And that is not fun. And I've only been spanked really bad 2 times. Also, if I get a mild spanking, I also learned that Tums and what's that other one I take, Jeff? Prevacid. Is it Prevacid? Prevacid. I think it's Prevacid AC, something like that. And or Gas X. Those are all really helpful. If I'm eating chili, I like to have a couple of Beanos, which is an enzyme that you can get at the store in like little pill form, and it's called Beano, and that helps with digesting beans and broccoli, things that are extra gassy. But I can take some of those too, and it really helps. And it really helps if I'm just on the border. But not to I can eat just about anything. I just can't eat too much of it, and eat a smaller amount. Mounjaro has helped me eat like my friends who are always thin but still eat normal food. They don't finish their plate. If they are full, they eat slowly, and then they kind of set their plate aside, and they don't worry about finishing it. I was always part of the clean plate club. And anyway, Mounjaro has been very helpful, but I still have to do all the things about remembering to eat fruits and vegetables, drinking lots of water, eating lots of protein so you don't lose a lot of muscle and end up where I don't know what they used to call Ozempic face and some of those things. If you don't get enough protein in and enough calories in, you can lose it too fast. And I try to make sure I eat at least 1,000 calories every day, so that way um, uh, I don't lose a bunch of muscle with the fat. And that's what I've been working on so far. And that's my best advice. Let's see what else people have to say here. We got Deb in the house. Hey, Deb, good to see you. And and just all of our buddies. Oops, I think that made it jump. Now to see, where did I leave off at? I'm getting used to this this new program called StreamYard. And it's so nice to be able to, here we go. This is where I'm at. It's so nice. Oh, and thanks, Barb. She's reminding everybody to hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, to please, and you enjoy this, to please subscribe as well. Thanks so much, Barb. I appreciate that. Hey, and I got Bia Gina in the house. Or is it a different Bia? Wait, Bia Dan Weber. Oh, wow. Hi, Bia. She says, hi, Gina. In 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. Wow. Mounjaro 5 milligrams. You are a super responder, Bia. That is, am I saying your name right? I hope so. That is amazing. And I am in awe of you. That is fantastic. I am so glad you get to be a super responder. That is very exciting. And on just 5 milligrams, that is awesome. Congratulations. And Deb's just saying hi to all of our friends. Oh, I got Taylor in the house too, giving me my favorite sparkly hearts like she does every week. Love you bunches, Taylor. And let's see. And Barb says, I watched your book club yesterday from First Aid at Epcot. I was resting and icing my back. I couldn't type, but I was watching. Oh, thanks, Barb. I appreciate that. And I hope your back is feeling better today. And that's so exciting that you're doing your special Epcot run. I'm so proud of you. You guys, you need to check out Health at Any Cost. Her name is Barb. She did a video with me, I think it was week 38, 3 weeks ago, and she is a super responder. She has lost over 250 pounds on Mounjaro in 2.5 years. And she's just an amazing human being. And she has a blog at healthatanycost.com. And she's doing videos now on her Health at Any Cost YouTube channel. So please check it out because she is crazy inspiring. And I appreciate all of you watching me as a slow, I am a slow loser, and I still have at least another 35 pounds to go. My first big goal was to hit 50 pounds. It was originally, my doctor had told me that people were losing 50 pounds on Mounjaro, and he wanted me to take it 2 years ago when it first came out, about 2.5 years ago. Geez, maybe even 3. I don't know. When it first came out, he was all excited and telling me about it, but it wasn't covered on my insurance, and I just couldn't afford over $1,000 a month to take it. But I remember thinking, wow, it'd be so cool to lose at least 50 pounds. That would be amazing. And once it finally got accepted by my health insurance and I could take it, that has been my goal, to lose at least 50. And then once I hit 50, I'll shoot for 75, and then we'll see from there. But Barb is a super responder, and she's just super in lots of ways. That's a super neat lady. And Mindy says, good recommendation, Barb. If you close the chat for a second, you can give the live a quick thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Mindy. And Barb and Val saying hi to everybody. So good to have Val in the house too. And Jennifer says, oh, she's got a win. Great. Jennifer says, win for my week. I followed your guidance, went walking for 2 minutes, but lasted for more than 30 each day. Yay, Jennifer. She lost 2.5 pounds this week. Thanks for the motivation tip. You are so welcome, Jennifer. Yay. So Jennifer last week, or everyone, Jennifer asked last week about, she hadn't really been exercising and it was hard to get motivated. And one of the rules from reading the Atomic Habits is to do the 2-minute rule. And that's to try whatever it is that you want your good habit to be, to do it for at least 2 minutes. And you can tell yourself after 2 minutes, if you don't want to do it longer, you can stop. But once you're doing that 2 minutes, you might get in the zone and want to do a few more minutes. And then you definitely do those few more minutes. But if it's a day that you're really tired and you do the 2 minutes and you're like, oh, I'm done, you don't guilt yourself. You did 2 minutes and that was enough. And then you just be happy that you at least did 2 minutes. And then the next day you try it again. And maybe that day you go for a walk for 30 minutes when you put on your shoes, knowing I'm just going to do 2 minutes and we'll see how I feel. And then boom, before you know it, 30 minutes. And look at that, 2.5 pounds. That is fantastic, Jennifer. And I always do better if I exercise. If I have a whole week without exercising, it's really hard for the scale to move for me, even when I'm not eating a ton of calories. My body really likes to have the combo of movement as well as eating healthy, but not too much. I'm so proud of you. Thanks so much for sharing, because you really made my heart smile tonight, Jennifer. And Mary Lynn is in the house, and she said, so exciting to be watching live. Thank you for inspiring daily. Super proud of and so very thankful to you for sharing your journey with us. Oh, thanks so much, Mary Lynn. I appreciate that. You know what really started me with this? I have to admit, a true confession, two confessions. The first one was when I first found out I had type 2 diabetes. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I wasn't even sure if I was going to tell Jeff. And I wasn't going to tell my mom. I wasn't going to tell my friends. I was so sad and I felt ashamed, like, oh, dang it. I did this to myself. Crap. Now I have type 2 diabetes. And then I realized, no, I shouldn't keep secrets from Jeff. And I never have kept secrets from Jeff. So I shared it with him and he was very supportive. And then I thought about it and I thought, I bet other people feel this way too and can feel kind of sad and alone. And I'm not going to stay here. I've written a book. I wrote a book in 2019 on forgiveness, on how to forgive yourself, how to forgive others, and how to ask for forgiveness. And I thought, no, this is time. I need to forgive myself and move on and just do what I can to live as healthy of a life as I can from this day forward. And I did do a video about that. I think I called it, Are You Depressed with Type 2 Diabetes? Try this. And I went live to the world. And for some of my friends, it was their first time finding out I had type 2 diabetes. And you know what? I couldn't believe how many of my besties had type 2 diabetes for years and I didn't know. And a lot of them told me they hadn't told anybody. And they appreciated me posting that video and putting it on my social media and outing myself that, yep, I have type 2 diabetes and that's okay. I'm going to do whatever I can to live my life as healthy as possible. And then when I decided to try Mounjaro, wasn't sure if I was going to tell my friends that either. I was kind of worried, are they going to judge me? Oh, you're taking medicine to get skinny or whatever. But I do have type 2 diabetes. So it does help with the diabetes and it helps with getting thinner. And then I thought, no, I have nothing to be ashamed about. And there might be somebody else that feels that way somewhere in the world that YouTube's going to send my video to. And I need to be there for other people because I've had so many good friends who've been there for me. And I'll be that friend for somebody else. And I'm scared to death of needles. I hate needles. It was so hard for me having type 2 diabetes and having to prick my finger, because you know what? It hurts to prick your finger. You got a whole bunch of blood vessels there. I still jump and go, yeah, before I have to do it. Which thankfully I don't prick my finger at all anymore. I wear a Freestyle Libre glucose sensor. So I only have to prick myself every 2 weeks, and it hurts less, tons less than pricking your finger. But I was scared to give myself my shot. And when I had the shot, I was like, oh, I mean, it took a long time before I had Jeff um, turn on the camera and tape me giving it to myself for the first time. It took me a while to get the guts to where I was ready to do it, because the whole thought of putting a needle in your stomach, oh my gosh, that sounds just like so scary. And that would hurt really bad, because, pricking your finger does hurt. What would it feel like to prick your stomach? And so Jeff did he taped it for me, of me giving myself my shot in the stomach for the first time. And it's crazy. It doesn't hurt at all. It's just such a relief that it doesn't hurt. And it gives me such joy when I read comments from people who find my video and let me know that they were afraid to give themselves their shot. And then they watched me give myself mine, and then they were able to do it. And then they discovered it doesn't hurt. It's so crazy. How can it not hurt? But it doesn't hurt. It's so thin of a needle, and the injection pen just go in out so fast. Also, another lesson I learned, you take the shot out of the refrigerator and at least an hour before you give it to yourself. And so that way your shot, it becomes room temperature, and you're going to have less likely that you'll feel any sting, because it won't be cold fluid going in. You won't feel it. Sometimes I almost think I should stick it, just take it straight from the fridge, because I want to have a little sting so I know it really went in, because it's hard to tell. And I will be giving myself my shot live tonight. And I do that every Mounjaro Monday, so just in case there's somebody who hasn't given themselves their shot for the first time, and they'll see that it's really pretty easy and not bad at all. Let's see. 656 Boxers in the house. Woo! And she says, hi, Gina and Jeff. Loved your soup video. Oh, I'm so glad you did. It's so delicious, you guys. And there are butternut squash soups that you'll get like at a restaurant or whatever, and they put sugar in it. This one doesn't need sugar, because putting the roasted pears, and make sure your pears are ripe, and that adds all the sweetness you need, and it makes it just so flavorful. So you've got kind of the savory and the sweet mixed together. Oh, so good, and so full of vitamins and nutrients. As I'm eating it, I know my body, all the cells in my body are just going to be singing, ah, and so happy that I'm feeding it such good stuff. And thanks, Deb, and she's giving me the like. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And we got Patrick in the house. Hi, Patrick. And Jenny says, yikes, am I fueling my fat? Sounds a bit harsh. Well, one of my fall things that I like to eat in the fall is candy corn. There are 0 nutrients in candy corn. Not one nutrient. But it's like a fall thing to do, to have candy corn. And so now I know if I'm eating my candy corn, I'm just feeding my fat. I'm feeding my fat. It has no nutritional value to my body whatsoever. And it makes me feel bad when it jacks me up and then jacks me down with my sugar. But if I eat roasted butternut squash soup, it makes my taste buds just dance. It's a fall meal to make, and it's just delightful. because it's fueling my body instead of just eating something that's fueling my fat. But yeah, I need, sometimes I need a spanking, and I need sometimes something harsh to really let myself realize, what am I doing? What am I doing? And Taylor says, I'm moving up to the 10 milligrams too after next week because Zepbound is not working yet for me. I'm excited to see what the 10 milligrams will do for me. Hey, Taylor, let us know because I'm going to be very curious because I'm going to be going up to 10 milligrams too here pretty soon. I just need to look in the fridge. I'm not sure how many shots I have left. I think I have 2 more after this week. I think I have 2 more, and then I'm 10 milligrams. And my doctor, and he's a primary care doctor that I've had for like 30 years. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love him. And he said of his patients on Mounjaro that when they hit the 10 milligrams, they really saw a difference, that was really the sweet spot for a lot of his patients. So I'm hoping that it'll be the sweet spot for me too, because I still have hunger. I still have hunger every day on the 7.5, though it's nothing like not having Mounjaro, where I'm like hungry all day long. Even while I'm eating, I'm thinking about what am I going to be having at my next meal or whatever. So it helps a lot with the food noise, but I still have some food noise left, a little bit. And but anyway, my doctor says his patients have done super well on the 10 milligrams. So I'll be curious to see if it does the trick for you too, Taylor, and I'll let you guys know. And when you do, and do remember when you titrate up, be sure to have things in your house that will help you if you were to get a stomach ache. If, just in case that does happen. So anyway, just FYI on that, because that is something that I learned because I used to never get stomach aches. And so when I moved up from 10.5 to 5, that was another mistake I had, is I didn't have anything in the house that could help with vomiting and diarrhea or to stop vomiting, something to stop before you start and take care of those tummy aches. And now I do. Though I don't get tummy aches very often. It's extremely rare for me, even on Mounjaro. But I'm eating healthier, which is helpful. Okay. And 656 Boxer says, went on a 5-day cruise that Hurricane Milton turned into a 7-day cruise. And you maintained your weight on a cruise? Woo-hoo! It's fabulous. Wow. I am super proud of you. That is amazing. So did you exercise while you were on the ship? Like, doing a lot of walking or swimming or anything? Let us know if you have a tip to give us to not gain weight on a cruise. I have never been on a cruise because Jeff has no interest in being on a cruise, but I do have a girlfriend named Nora, and Nora would like to go on a cruise with me. And Jeff said, I can go, so he doesn't have to go. So at some point, Nora and I will be going on a cruise. And as I'm learning now how to not gain weight on vacation, I'm hoping I could do it and not, I wouldn't have to lose weight, but just to maintain would be phenomenal. And I am so proud of you, 656 Boxer. That is awesome. Yeah, you're impressing everybody in this group. That is amazing. Amazing. And good job to Jennifer too, going for 2 minutes and doing at least 30 and losing weight too. And and Sandra helping out that way too. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Here's the answer. Barb says, Sandra and Mindy, editing video now. I'm gone with grandkids for 4 more days, but I'm trying to get it out ASAP. It was magnificent. I'm still getting chills from the joy. It was heaven. Oh, because Barb had talked about this big special trip to be able to go walking through Epcot with with her grandkids and her family cheering her on. Barb had spent time, she spent 10 years where she couldn't get out of bed. She was so overweight and had so many health issues. And to lose over 250 pounds and to go walking in her favorite place in the world is everything Disney. And to do that at Epcot, I'm so proud of you, Barb. And I will be watching your video. And you guys go to Health at Any Cost to her YouTube channel after we're done tonight and check it out. She is amazing. And I'm so proud of you, Barb. And I can't wait to watch that video. Okay. And Cindy, who's Taz the Bulldog's mom, says, my Winnie was my B-day, and I was mindful of what went in my mouth. My daughter made an amazing cake and left it here, but I tossed it. Shh. Lost weight on my B-day week. Yay! Happy birthday, Cindy. Wow, that is fantastic. I don't think I've ever thrown cake away in my life. With Jeff at the house, we would always get it finished. Oh my gosh, I am proud of you. That's wonderful. Congratulations and happy birthday. And Deb says, Barb, I'm so happy for you and your wonderful new memory. And Mindy says, Barb, I've been anxiously awaiting, but I'll be patient. Enjoy the family. Aww. And Mindy's sharing her win. My win, I just got back from a 2-week vacation, apprehensively getting on the scale and discovered I lost, oh my gosh, Mindy lost 8 pounds on a 2-week vacation. Crazy. Oh, I am so proud of you, Mindy. Mindy was doing a lot of traveling. Were you in an RV, Mindy? Because she was going to like Yellowstone and a lot of fun places that'd be fun to go camping. Did you do a bunch of hiking while you were on vacation? I Jeff and I, we are going to be leaving in our RV that we've named Grace because we want to travel with God and Grace. So we named our RV van Grace, and we are going to be leaving this week. So Monday, this upcoming Monday, I am going to go live. I'm going to try to go live at my normal time, but I don't know where I'm going to be. Jeff wants to wing it. So we know our first night's going to be at the Grand Canyon. So we got that reserved. And from there, it's anything goes. We're going to be looking at harvest hosts and boondockers welcome and national parks that we can maybe get into. We actually did look at Zion National Park, and they are booked solid for months. They don't even let you think about signing up for anything because they are so booked solid on recreation.gov. But we are going to be doing some traveling finally now that Jeff has passed his 3-month bladder check and he's healthy, and I'm all healthy now with my my hysterectomy is over, and I'm all healed and stuff. So we are excited to be hitting the road this week, and my son's going to stay in our house, and he's excited to be back home for a little bit to take care of stuff for us, and we're just super excited. So I'll be doing a bunch more lives, and we're not going to have a scale with us, and we're going to be gone for quite a bit. We don't know totally for sure how long, because we have no plans. But we can go for an extended time now that Jeff's retired and has good health again. So anyway, I'm curious. I would love if you would even be willing to email me, Mindy, and share a couple of pictures. That'd be amazing. My email for anyone here who would like to email me, just go to Anchor Moments. What is it? Shoot. I'm Gina gina@anchormoments.com. If you do that, you'll be able to email me if you'd like. But I would love to hear about your trip and where you have gone. And I'm going to try really hard on this trip vacation with Jeff to be sure to exercise. We're going to bring our weighted hula hoops in the van and hope to do, walking around, hiking a little bit, and exploring nature, and maybe running into some of you along the way, and different relatives. We have relatives all over the U.S. that we could maybe pop in and say hi to. So we are super excited to do a little journey, a little journey. But I'm so proud of you, Mindy, and I'm praying that I don't lose or I don't gain any weight. If I maintain, I'll live with that. But we're going to be gone for more than a week. So I'm hoping I'll actually even lose, but I won't know till I get home to step on my home scale. But I will share any weight loss if I'm as lucky as you. I mean, holy Toledo, 8 pounds in 2 weeks on vacation. Seriously, that's got to be a record, Mindy. That is amazing. So super congratulations. And Cindy says, Barb, is your YouTube page up yet? Yes, it is. I can answer that for her. It is. You've got to go. Just health at any cost. And her YouTube channel is wonderful. And she already has some videos up. And Tax Happy B-Day. Aw. And Mindy says, hi, Jeff. And, oh, sorry, Taz. That makes more sense. Yep, happy B-Day, Taz. And let's see. Yeah, and Barb says, "Gadzooks, Mindy, how awesome! I mean, seriously, 8 pounds in 2 weeks. That is crazy fabulous." Oh, we're getting lots of congratulations for her. That's awesome. And Barb says, "Taz, so happy for you too. Happy birthday!" Oh, and we got Pam in the house. Woo woo! And Jennifer says, "Thank you to Sandra." Let's see here. Oh, it's such a great group. And that is awesome. Jeff, way to go. Way to go, Jeff. I don't know if he's, I don't know where he went. I am on his computer. I'm not in my anchor room because my computer, I don't know if we can resurrect it from the dead. It gets, it's only a 3-year-old laptop. It's not like it's crazy old, but it gets hot flashes and then it can't do the internet and it bounces off. So sometimes when I'm in my anchor room, Jeff is out here in our living room on his computer, and then he can pop in if I need any help with anything. But he is packing right now, so he might even be in the van. Oh, and Pam says, guess what? This weekend I weighed 153, which means I've lost a total of 160 pounds. Yay, Pam! That is awesome. I am still in shock. I never thought I would get this low and be a super responder. You are an amazing super responder. And when I get back, because while I'm traveling in Grace, it'd be too hard, I think, to have to try to bring on a guest. But Pam, you definitely got to be a guest on my show at some point here. We've got to get that worked out. Maybe in the next 6 weeks or so, because I do have to be back by the middle of November because I run a charity event for some foster kids at Christmas time, and I start having meetings that I have to lead. So maybe end of November, you could be on the show, Pam. I would just love to have you. It's so exciting to be able to talk to super responders. And everyone has to put up with me being slow, but I'm steady. I'm steady. I'll eventually hit that finish line at some point, and once I do, it's still living that healthy lifestyle journey, and we'll just be doing fun things on maintenance. Congratulations, Pam. Seriously, 160, that's crazy. And Barb says, so mine win yesterday at Epcot, among many others. Wow, Barb, 17,104 steps, 6.59 miles. Woo, woo. 2,267 calories burned. Crazy times. Barb had mentioned when she was the first guest on my Mounjaro Monday show that it was a big deal for her to be able to walk to her mailbox and back. Was huge. And look at that, 6.59 miles in Epcot. I'm so proud of you. So crazy proud. Wow, she's never walked 6 miles in her entire life, but she did it. Yay! And Pam says, thank you, Sandra. And I totally understand this win. I had only bought PJs before from Costco. Yeah, that is a big win. And oh, you're just gonna love buying some of these Costco clothes. I just bought a new shirt from them that's super thick and soft for when we go to states that are cold, that I can wear in the van. And the fabric is just so soft and cozy. And it was only $15. Costco is amazing. I'm so glad that you made that win. And Deb says, Gina, which card game do you play? Pinnacle. My girlfriends and I love playing Pinnacle. And Pinnacle is our game, and we love it. And we'll play Pinnacle where there's 4 of us, and if one of us, because one of my friends, Charla, lives in Florida, but sometimes she'll come to Sterling. And when it's me and Charla and Linda and Sally, oh my gosh, we have a riot. But if one of us can't make it, then we'll play 3-handed, and we'll even play 2-handed. When I was there last week, I did 2-handed with just me and Sally one night after we went to the homecoming football game. We went and played some cards and played some Pinnacle, and just the 2 of us. And then another night where we had wine and stuff. Linda brought us a delicious bottle of wine. It was a little bit on the sweet side, and I like sweet. And then we played 3-handed Pinnacle. But yeah, Pinnacle is our game. And Cindy says, Gina, you have no choice to be successful because you have purpose. Purposely making the changes and choosing you first. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I am being I've never been very deliberate in my life. And right now I am being deliberate with my health and my journey. And it gives me purpose and joy to do these Mounjaro Mondays with you guys. You just light up my life. So I just want to thank you so much. You are just such a fun, bright spot in the week. It's just a blast. And it keeps me on my toes too. And Pam's doing the Hey Barb stuff, which is so great. And Carol's in the house again. Hi, Carol. And Carol says, I am 1 pound away from my first goal. I have lost 60 pounds in 8 months on Mounjaro. It's been a lifestyle journey for sure. Thanks for all your inspiration. Wow, Carol, that is fantastic. Wow, 60 pounds in 8 months. That is absolutely fabulous. I am very proud of you. Congratulations. And Cindy says, let's see if I can type better. I know it's hard. And sometimes you'll see that in my comments too, and it'll say edited. And it's because either I'm typing too fast or the autocorrects will make it say something weird that I didn't mean to say. But Cindy says, you have set yourself up for success. You made intentional choices. Yep, I have. And that Atomic Habits book really had helped a bunch too. If anyone is interested, we're not doing that one anymore, but I saved every video from each week and you can watch it on replay if you'd like. And we're cheering on Carol too. Yay! And Barb, make those grands rub your back. Aww. And oops, then it did its weird thing again. Oh, wait, there we go. There it is. Sometimes it jumps when I scroll. Let me go. Here we go. And oh, so nice. And Jenny O says, I found that it's helpful to eat whole foods with calorie dense foods. It balanced things out, so not having GI issues and end up eating less too. But whole foods that are calorie dense. You know, that's one of the things that I like about that roasted pear butternut squash soup, because it's, it's a whole pear, you're putting in a whole pear and tomatoes and a little bit of olive oil and garlic and yeah, and deliciousness. And you need more calorie dense foods if you have no appetite. So that way, if you're eating just a little bit, it'll fuel you longer. But things that are wholesome, so that way you're getting nutrition too. That was great advice, Jenny. And it's so good that Linda's in the house too. Hey, Linda. And Pam says, this time I decided to make lifestyle changes and to occasionally eat small amounts of the snacks I like. And I don't binge eat if I eat, and then I don't binge eat it. I eat much less now. Even with gastric bypass, I was eating more. That is really good. And the thing is with gastric bypass that I've been finding out from friends who've had gastric bypass and then gained their weight back, but then they try Mounjaro, and it's a game changer. Because when you have gastric bypass surgery, yeah, your stomach is smaller, but you still have the food noise. You're still thinking about food all the time. You can still be hungry all the time, and you can bypass it by just eating little bits, but all day long, or little bits of things that aren't as healthy for you. But Mounjaro it really does make a difference and can be so helpful. And there are people like Pam and Barb that are losing the numbers that a lot of people lose with gastric bypass, but you can keep it off because you're staying not as crazy hungry and doing the healthy lifestyle stuff. Barb walks all the time. Yeah, she did 6 miles at Disney, which is amazing, but she does 3 miles almost on the daily, don't you, Barb? I mean, she does a lot of exercise now, and has just incorporated that into her lifestyle now, where it's a regular thing. It's what I do. And what she does. And that's what I've been telling myself now too, that every day I have to do at least 2 minutes. I have to at least I can put on the weighted hula hoop for at least 2 minutes, but I need to do something every single day, even if I'm tired. Last night I was really tired, and I realized, dang it. I've been packing and stuff for our trip, and I didn't exercise, and it was almost midnight. And I thought I could just crawl into bed. And I thought, no. And I pulled out my weighted hula hoop, and I only did it for about 12 minutes. But you know what? Normally, I would have done nothing and I would have just crawled into bed. But just knowing that, no, this is who I am now. I'm someone who exercises and enjoys a little bit of exercise every day. So anyway, I am so proud of you, Pam. And Pam also has a YouTube channel, and that's fun to subscribe to. And I've been watching some of her journey. I always like it, Pam, when you go walking on the beach and you take us on the beach, because Pam lives in California, and she has a great little show too. So you want to check her out as well. And my other Pam friend says, I really love your non-scale wins concept. I don't think everyone thinks of weight loss success in that way, and it's so important. It is. Okay, you guys, I have a new non-scale victory. we got this van that was converted into an RV, and it took us 18 months after we ordered it for it to be done and get in. There was the pandemic and stuff made it hard with chips and getting the vans and whatever, but it was over 18 months that we waited till we finally got the van. And Jeff was still working full time. We drove it home from Indiana to Arizona. And then we got to do 3 different weekend getaways in Arizona, staying at national parks and state parks in Arizona. And the last time, our last one was the first weekend of November. We went to the Grand Canyon. And Jeff said, actually on that trip, he said, if you notice a little blood in the toilet, it's not you, it's me. And I was like, oh, crap. Jeff, you got to go see the doctor. You got to see the doctor right away. And he said, yeah, I think I do. And so when we came home from the Grand Canyon, and we just spent a couple of nights there, when we came home from the Grand Canyon the next, on Monday, I had him hightail it to the doctor, and he got bladder cancer diagnosis. And so we had a couple of surgeries and stuff. And by the time he was done healing from his surgeries, well, then I needed my hysterectomy, and then I had to heal, and we hadn't gone anywhere. Well, Jeff was setting up the van this week, and he said, Gina, it's kind of a pain. What is that noise? I wonder if Jeff's changing the fire alarm. But anyway, where was I? Squirrel. When Jeff was setting up the van to try to get ready for the trip, he said, Gina, I hate that when it's time to go to bed, it's really exhausting to have to, because you have to convert everything. There's the van on the inside, we don't have slides or any of that stuff. It's just a van that has these changes in it. And he's like, we have to turn the couches into a bed, and then get out all the bedding and put the bedding on. And it's so hard doing that when you're exhausted and ready to sleep. What if we have the bed set up all the time, and there's like a table that comes off, and then you can put the table on, and then the benches turn into like a dining room, and he's like, well, what if we have the benches always be the beds made up, and have the 2 twins set up, made up as beds, and we use that as the couch, and we use that when we add the table when we're going to eat dinner or whatever. But that way it's always set up. And then when it's time to go to sleep, we just slide under the covers, and we're good to go. And so I was like, okay. So we got it all set up, and we do have an electrical thing that you push that makes the beds move, because they can move together to turn into a queen, or it can be 2 twins. And in November, before I started taking Mounjaro in January, I was 35 pounds heavier. And I had to have the beds farther away from the wall, even when it was 2 twins. And we had just the tiniest little alley, little hallway kind of to walk to go to get to the bathroom at the back of the van. And I'm thinner now. We now don't have to bring it all the way so close together. We can bring it more this way. And so it's like my bed is a little bit smaller, but the hallway is bigger. And I laid on it, and I'm like, I remember this being a little uncomfortable, sleeping on this, because it seemed like it was a little bit too hard. But I feel like Goldilocks. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too soft. It was just right. I really fit on it now. And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's because the last time we went camping, I was 35 pounds heavier. And it really makes a difference in laying in this bed. And now we can have a bigger hallway. And that's probably hard to to visualize, but we'll be doing some videos in the van. We have a second YouTube channel called Anchor Moments RV, and we'll have to show you, but it's super cute. Oh my gosh, we have it all decked out, and it's super cute. I'm so excited to go camping now, and I'm going to be more comfortable because I'm not as big. Even 35 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're only 5'2.5", it really has made a difference. So yeah, those non-scale wins, they are important in all kinds of ways. And Linda's Journey's in the house, and she says, here's my update from last week. I did get my exercise in. I walked 3 miles each day. Oh wait, I should click it this way. What am I doing? Then it's nice and big. I walked 3 miles each day. Thanks for motivating. Time went by fast listening to my favorite music. That is great, Linda. Congratulations. Yay. And yep, sometimes I listen to music when I go for walks. And you know what? Sometimes I listen to YouTube videos too while I'm walking along, especially when it's ones where you don't have to actually see what people are doing. And it's more like me. If I done anything that exciting? Not really. I'm just sitting here and chatting with you. I could be in your pocket while walking along, and wouldn't make that much of a difference. But it makes the time go by fast when you have your favorite music on, or when you're listening to podcasts and stuff. It just makes it so much more fun and easy. But I'm so glad you did. Wow, 3 miles each day. That is far. I am proud of you. You're doing such wonderful things for your body when you do that. That is great. And Dawn says, I'm late, but I finally made it live. Yay! Good to have Dawn in the house. And Pam says, yes, I feel like having movement, eating protein focused, veggies and some fruit. I do eat low carb, and if I drink 60 to 80 ounces minimum, she's probably saying water, then I drop. I can tell when I'm having to keep going potty. Like having movement, eating protein focused veggies and some fruit. I do eat low carb. Okay. So yeah, so eating, I think she was trying to say about eating plenty of fiber. And there are a lot of veggies that have protein in them too. But eating a lot of fiber and drinking a lot of water can totally make a difference. Absolutely. And then you don't have to get horrifically constipated. And you do want to stay on top of it, because if you haven't pooped in over a week, you can get compacted and have to go to the hospital to get all that taken care of. So anyway, very, very important for that movement. And Pam says, Gina, you look amazing. I see such a difference. Aw, thanks so much, Pam. I appreciate that. And if anyone wants to know what I look like, heavier, I've had this YouTube channel since November of 2019. It's almost my 5-year anniversary of my Anchor Moments YouTube channel. And if you watch those old videos, I'm even more than 35 pounds heavier in those, because I did keep, when I had lost that 47 pounds, I kept at least 7 pounds off from when I finally had guts to step on the scale. So really, I'm kind of like 42 for sure from my highest, but I might have been even higher, a little bit higher than that, because I was at my heaviest when I started the YouTube channel. So yeah. So if you want to see a big difference, watch some of my old videos, and it does make a difference on such a short body. But thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. And Jenny says, over my time watching you, I've really appreciated your vulnerability in sharing your story, particularly with issues that are often stigmatized. I don't comment often, but watch every Monday. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I really appreciate that a lot. It means so much to me. It really, really does. Thank you. And Dawn says, check your Freestyle Libre stash. They are on shortage right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. My husband had to change to Dexcom because Libre hasn't been available all month. Wow, I did not know that. Thanks, Don, for the heads up on that. I have a few extra because I have a family member who helped me out who uh, doesn't had some that he wasn't using and sent to me. So thanks. So I have a few on reserve, but that is good to know. That is good to know. Thank you very much, Don. I did not know that they were having a shortage. And Cindy says, "Oh, so true, Jenny." Oh, thanks. Her vulnerability has encouraged and inspired us all. Oh, thanks so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. I do. And Pam says, "Gina, I won an Amazon prom gift card a few days ago from an influencer, $500. Wow. And I bought a Life Pro vibration plate. Yay. Congratulations, Pam." She says she loves it. I need to get on it tonight. Oh, you're going to love it, Pam. You're going to love it. It makes my legs feel so good. And my body feel good because it gives great stimulation. And I haven't promised you guys, I'll be doing a video about that soon. And so if I go like this, you can see it. It's that thing on the floor over there next to this brown chair there. And it's got a little purple edge and black. That's my vibration plate. And it has, and I got my husband over there too. We're going to have to, maybe before we leave on vacation, do a quick Life Pro vibration plate demo to show how that works. But I am so proud of you that you got it and you're gonna start it, and it's so easy and it feels so good, and it feels better as you get used to it, and the more times that you do it. Start slow. I always do. So on mine, I do the lowest level of it, and but it's wonderful. And I like to do the one where they have program ones, and so I just click it on. I click it to the left, and then I click it to the right, and so that's stage one, and then start, and it'll start, and it'll be like at a 4, like this, and then each time a minute passes, it makes a beep. And then so you're aware to hang on, and then it'll do it maybe like a little faster, and it'll show you what number that is, and then it'll go slower, and then it'll do one where it's faster. But each time it's going to change, it gives you a beep warning, a little doot, so okay, and it uses your core body muscles too to be able to stay on it and not fall off. But it's really cool, and they have some videos and things that you can watch too, and I'll create some, I promise, here in the future. But they are wonderful, and if anyone is interested in buying one, you can find them. Let's see, how do I do this? At my favorite store. If you go to Amazon.com, shop Anchor Moments, I have all my favorites on there. And some things are simple, like my favorite baked scoops, Tostitos baked scoops, or vibration plate. There's all kinds of things on there. And some things are really inexpensive, small things that maybe you would eat, and other tools and things. My weighted hula hoop, all kinds of things are on there. If you go to Amazon.com, shop Anchor Moments, Amazon will give me, I don't know, 1 to 2% of whatever you buy in your shopping cart, even things that aren't from my shop. You can put all your Amazon things in the cart, but I will tell you, it doesn't cost you a penny more, not a penny more than if you just go to regular Amazon.com. And it's just something, they call that their influencer program. And I qualified for it. So I was kind of excited to try that, to find some ways to support the channel, because I do need to buy a new computer. because Jeff keeps trying, and I don't think he can fix my current one. Or we're gonna try one computer shop to see if they can fix it and how much they'll charge for that, or if it'd be better just to start over again. I don't know. But anyway, if you check out the favorites, that would be great. It's a great way to be able to support our channel here. And where did I leave off? I think we have a few more comments I didn't hit. Okay, I didn't see about the pairs. I lost my spot. Okay, talked about that. Find where I left off. Barb about Epcot. Non-scale victories. Protein and veggies. Freestyle Levi stash. There we go. And Barb's excited that you won $5 gift card. That's so amazing. Yeah, I meant sweet spot in losing weight on the 10 milligram. My doctor said that his patients that are on the 10 milligrams of Mounjaro, he said when they went from the 5 to 7.5, they noticed maybe a little difference, but not a lot of difference. But then when they went from 7.5 to 10, he said it was the sweet spot for them, where they felt a lot more difference in hunger levels and percentage of weight loss. You know, I mean, I don't know how many patients he has and that he sees, but he said he was really excited to have me try the 10 milligrams and see if that doesn't speed some things along with my weight loss. So anyway, I'm excited to try it, but I still have a couple more weeks yet. And Pam says, I like that you added the pears to butternut squash. I want to take that too. Yeah, it's so delicious. And I put in the community tab as well is the written recipe. So that way you can look at that. The only difference is when I wrote that 2 years ago for my daughter in an email and saved it, I was using chicken broth, and chicken broth, if you do chicken broth with it, then it has less grams of protein. If you do bone broth has a lot of protein in it. And I've been using the Kirkland brand was the one I show you in the video. That Kirkland brand of bone broth has 9 grams of protein in a serving, whereas the regular chicken broth has 2 grams of protein in a serving. So it upped it by 7 grams. So anyway, but everything else is exactly the same with that. So you can get the printed version there, or just watch the video of me making it, because I have that out now too. And Pam's been on 10 milligrams since January, and it's been your sweet spot. Hey, and 160 pounds down, that's amazing. That is pretty sweet. Oh, I'm so excited to be able to try it. Robin's lost a lot since she's switched recently to 10 milligrams. It's been so much better for her too. And oh, good. And you didn't have any new side effects when you went up to 10. So no problems with side effects. That is great. Good to know, Pam. And Cindy says, at Mindy, that's awesome. Yay. And Mindy says, we aren't camping people, but we did do a lot of hiking. Oh, good to know. Because you went to a lot of fun, beautiful places. Okay. But hiking, that's great. And Cindy says, yes, Zion. We book ours a year in advance. Try Zion RV Resort. They get lots of last minute spots. It's in Virgin, Utah. Hey, thanks, Cindy. I'll have to check that out. Jeff, we got to check out Zion RV Resort because maybe we can.
Off my computer, I will.
Yes, I will be finishing up here shortly, but I still have a few more comments here. Cindy says, also try Mountain Valley Resort and go to the Midway Crater to swim. Oh, that sounds so fun. Mountain Valley Resort and Midway Crater. What state is that in? Is that in Utah as well? Mountain Valley Resort, Midway Crater. And Pam says, I don't know if we will ever get used to such great weight losses. It's surreal to me. Yeah, it really is, Barb, isn't it? Especially for you and Pam being such amazing super responders. And Cindy says, I emailed you, Gina. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that big time. And Pam says, I usually lose weight on vacation because we share plates and walk a lot. So I bet you will too. I'll be sure to take 2 to 3 hours to stop and walk around to keep the legs from swelling. Yes, and that really helps with lipedema in the legs too. That is very, very helpful. And we'll have to be doing a lot of stops so I can get up and move around. And Pam says, would love to be on too. I think StreamYard can allow a room that multiple people in a room too. Yeah, we'll do that at some point. We'll do like a specialty topic and put a few people on. Maybe I'll have one that'll be like the super responder group and all the super responders. Those of you who can lose 10 pounds consistently in a month. Oh my gosh. You guys are just amazing to me. But it would be fun to hear your exciting journeys. And Pam says, oh, they have nice coats at Costco too. I saw these fuzzy ones today. Yeah, they got all kinds of cute stuff there. Zion is so beautiful. I really hope you find a way to go there, even if you have to park outside and take an Uber or rent a small vehicle to drive in. Oh, absolutely. And we're in Arizona, so we're not too far away. If I miss it this time, I can try to get reservations next year. But yeah, I would love to go there. Barb says, heading to bed, friends, and Gina, long day with grands tomorrow. Love to all. Yes, enjoy your adventure, and I can't wait to watch all of it on your channel. Thanks, Barb. And let's see, and Nathan's in the house. Oh, Nathan. And she says, I'll catch the video on the replay. I'm so glad to get a chance to say hello to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Aw, thanks, Nathan. Okay. Oh my goodness. It is really getting late. I want to thank all of you for being here on the live and showing up each week and sharing your journeys with me. It's so much easier going on a healthy lifestyle journey when you can make new friends and have friends to do the journey with you. And you guys really do that for me. Have a wonderful week. I have no idea where I'm going to be doing it. Doing our video next Sunday with the book club will be chapter 4, and Monday I'll be taking my shot somewhere in the U.S. or Canada. I don't know. So I look forward to, probably not, it might get kind of cold in Canada this time of year, but we'll be doing Canada in the summer sometime for sure. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Mindy. Love you guys. Have a good night, and I will see you somewhere next week. Bye-bye.